think as long as there's communication, like I said, anything can be discussed. I dated a girl, and we went out together one time, and like she looked at me and she was like, "Yo, I don't want you to be looking at nobody else tonight." And I was like, "Okay, like I can do that." But that's because you communicated that to me. And like, yeah, like we're here, we're together, and yeah, if that's what you want, that's what you need, that's what I got.
And it felt good for you to do that. Yeah. Like, actually, she wants me to just pay attention to her. Like, okay,
I got you.
And she advocated for herself and said what she wanted, because otherwise she could have been getting mad if she saw you glance at somebody. But you know,
see, like she just let me know how she was feeling off the bat. Like, I'm not in that type of feeling tonight. Yeah,
she's not in a sharing mood. Not like me.
Sorry for the profanity on the show.
Girl, I talk about sex, dick, and all the other words all day. I don't think what does it say? Savage as fuck? It's not gonna do it. I actually say that word live many times. I say fuck sometimes. It's the ego that separates you and makes you feel like we're not all the same beautiful energy and humans. Like, it's crazy when you think about it, right? Like, to think that we are on this planet looking at another human and getting mad at them for just existing, right?
Yeah,
well, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Let's dive into more of that. Like, tell me the best things. Like, if you were selling this like as a package, like what's so great about open relationships?
Well, I mean, honestly, like you get to like experience other people. Like for me, like I guess like a lot of people dated in high school and shit. I didn't do that. Me and Joy, like she was like my like 4th or 5th relationship. And like my first with a woman. So I'm like getting an experience, like you know how you be in a relationship and then like you guys do it and like, oh man, does everybody do that?
Yeah.
So like you're with someone else and you're like, oh, this is what you do, and like like just experience another person and like being able to like
and learn from them.
Right?
Like you learn something from every person that you with.
Because just the fact that you're in a relationship with more than one person, it's already like a big like, okay, we're on a path of learning and growth. So what am I going to learn from you? So and then like definitely the sexual exploration, being able to like it's unlimited. Like I said, anything is a conversation.
Unlimited.
So like when you like, wait, let me talk to Joy about this.
And you enjoy too, like specifically you guys are not even just limited to women only. Like you guys are free to explore men in between, whatever. People.
I'm a people person.
Yeah, people person. It's so much more better without like all the labels, but because we are trying to relate to each other, labels help people kind of like identify. Like, okay, you believe this, I believe this. Maybe we get along socially, maybe we won't.
Right.
So that's I get it. But just know that labels change. They are written with dry erase markers.
Nowadays.
Right? Like, I'm this. And actually, no, I'm going to read this now.
Straight up.
Do you have anything else you want to share about this?
I just think that, like, there's all different types of relationships out there. You have to find one that really feels right for you. You really have to think about who you are and what's going to benefit you. And find like-minded people and or a person and build. And in order, you got to be on the same page when you're building with somebody. So I just think that like a lot of people choose a different way and they want to act like, like I feel like a lot of people in the open relationship in the polyamorous community kind of want to act like, you know, like monogamy is wrong and this and that. And I do think a lot of the things that we're initially taught about monogamy, you know, needs to be tweaked as far as like we were talking about being possessive and stuff. But any relationship, if you're mindful, can be a great relationship. If you advocate for yourself, if you are able to communicate and, you know, really voice what you want and work together with someone and or someone's, it's a great thing.
And you'd be like, no, that's, you know, that's too much, or I shouldn't do that, or you'll give yourself like, I'll do this later.
Right.
But really, you're just saying no to yourself, and you're scared to move forward in that direction because it makes you uncomfortable.
Right.
And I think for me, I've learned to kind of lean into what makes me uncomfortable if I know it's good for me. Like, I'm not going to lean into some just odd shit that makes me uncomfortable. But I mean, if it's for my growth, and I'm like, I actually want to grow through this. So let me just lean into it. I'm not going to jump into it, but I'll lean. And
as I think you just have to give yourself space to change. Like, you're learning all the time and growing. So it's like maybe something that is a no now, or maybe something that was resistant before. You have to be able to say, like I said, you have to have, if your mind is open, you don't have to feel bad or push yourself into it. Maybe just wait until the energy is right.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if you're in alignment and you can feel that in your daily life, then just go with it.
And you know, that's the thing too, when you're in alignment, because the thing is, when we have more options, we have more confusion. And especially now, so we have all these different options where we're now aware that we can date different ways. So many times people will jump into these alternative relationships without doing anything else different. You're doing the same regular monogamous heterosexual shit, and you're trying to be open and progressive, but no, you really got to be ready for it mentally, like have the open mind, like Sam was saying. You got to be ready for it emotionally. Can you be vulnerable? And like that's not easy. And you think you're vulnerable sometimes, but there's layers to it. Oh, yeah. There's so many layers to vulnerability. So that, and a lot of times with this, we're just starting with this part, the sex. We're leading with that because, like you said, you can have more sexual exploration. And I feel like we have, as a society, been doing a lot of open relationships without being legit about it. Like you've been doing it. So now the real shift is being real about it, communicating, so that there's no confusion, there's nobody being hurt because they were lied to, or they were led on. There's nobody, catching things because you guys have been like not communicating, and been sneaking and getting some more cookies off the cookie jar. Like it's just being responsible. Like I think spiritual responsibility is something that we need to lead with, and that'll lead to physical responsibility. Like you'll just have better sex. You'll have better connections when you do have sex. Maybe you'll start having more sex. Some people are not having sex because they're denying themselves it. But when they say yes to themselves, they're like, oh, I actually want to be doing it more. Like my libido has kicked in. All these years I thought I had a low libido.
Advocating for what they want, so they like don't. Yeah.
Like all these years you've been like kind of pushing the fire down, and after all, like a while, your fire's like start spewing out your ears. So, That's probably how I was born.
Yeah. Mother of dragons.
I love little mother of dragons. I told my nieces that I told them that I was a mother of dragons, and they wholeheartedly believe it. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing because now that they know,
until they see the dragons on TV and they're just like, oh yeah, those are Courtney's dragons. Like,
then I could have dragons.
Girl.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. Okay, they know Santa Claus is fake, but they can believe in these dragons. Okay, because dragons are real. They're just old now. They have, been extinct for a while, but they have a history.
She's a Sagittarius. Fantasy oriented.
I'm gonna make this work. All right. Thank you for watching Yoni Chat. I'll see you soon. Bye. Say bye, Tiana. Thank you, Tiana. I told you she has something good to say. She's so smart. I got some wise friends around me. So wise.